if you are a senior in high school, or if you are the parents of someone who's in high school who doesn't have a clue what they want to do, is really nervous about graduating and not having a definite plan or a good path to go on, I have a really cool experience with welding that really helped shape my life and also get me everything that I've wanted or needed. Sophomore year in high school, didn't know what I wanted to do, accidentally got into a welding class. The counselor was like, hey, there's an open spot in here, do you want to try it? I was like, sure, why not? So went into welding class, never welded a day in my life. My parents weren't really welders. My dad welded, but he didn't do it as a like main profession, like traveling and welding or anything like that. Start welding, and I'm like, hey, this is pretty cool. So I do it. Sophomore and junior year, I really get into it. A couple graduates from our high school come back that were welders. They show us their check stubs, and I was like, holy crap. So I really stayed at it in high school. I welded a whole bunch. Really enjoyed it. Welded after school, quit sports, got really good at it for a high school level. And then I graduated high school and went to the Kentucky Welding Institute. I learned how to weld for 6 months, and then I graduated. My first job was on an oil rig welding, and after that it just snowballed, and I've been able to make really good money, see the country, and get paid to just see the world. And I would take my dirt bike with me to all these cool different locations. I've welded in the Caribbean, I've welded in Montana, Virginia, a lot of Texas, Oklahoma. I welded in Ohio, Wyoming, a bunch of different places all over the country, making really good money. And my first job out of welding school, I was making $27 an hour on an oil rig, and the job and companies that I do now are like, around $44 an hour and double time. So we make $88 an hour after 8 hours sometimes, and all the time after 40 hours. So these jobs are out there. These traveling welding jobs are out there. There's less younger people getting into the welding industry, so that means companies and contractors are going to start paying more for welders. So if you're somebody in high school who doesn't know what you want to do, and you really don't have a clear path, check out welding. See if it works for you. Like I said, it's not for everybody. It's pretty hard sometimes to weld for 12 hours a day in hot spaces. That's not every job, but it can be hard, and it's not for everybody. But if you have the drive to want to work with your hands, help build the infrastructure in America, it's something to look into. And if you're like me and you like to draw, you like to build things, you like to just play with fire in a way, then check out welding. That's what worked for me. It's set me and my whole life up. I've been able to get all the dirt bikes I need. I've been able to buy land, and then eventually, with welding, I'll be able to buy a house one day. So, like I said, if you want to set your life up, you want to have a good stepping stone in life, if you have a kid that they don't know what they want to do, just see if they want to get into welding. Don't push it, but just see if they would like to weld and make good money and travel with it, or stay in your local town, city, whatever, and weld. So, hope that helps.